When you associate yourself with mediocre people, you will kill your dreams. I know you may have, once you have friends and you say, you know what, wherever you go, you need to carry them friends with you. But I got to tell you that, man, your friends are the ones keeping you down. The type of friends you associate yourself with are the ones keeping you down. Let's look at it this way. Let's say you have ideas and you bring them to your friends and they laugh at you. They're like, man, this ain't gonna work. And you believe those friends because you trust those friends. So you associate your life with them. You're like, man, I'm not gonna do this. So mediocre people will take you down. Mediocre people are like diseases. They never understand progress. They always criticize the steps. They always criticize how you get there. They always criticize every move. See, when you have mediocre people in your life and you decide, you know what, let me start a project. The mediocre people will see everything that's wrong with the project. They're not going to see the process. They're not even going to trust or respect the process. So they will criticize every move. You make the first move, they're like, man, nah, it would have been better this way, man. I don't think I think you should give up. That's what they said, man. You should give up. Wait a minute, I just started. How would I give up because I just started, man? But the reality of it is, it's not you, it's them. But if you keep associating yourself with mediocre people, you're not going to achieve anything. If you keep associating yourself with your mediocre friends, you're not going to achieve anything. I bet you if you keep staying in the same mediocre job, you're not going to achieve anything. You may get comfortable. You may get scared. But I tell you one thing, the moment you stop hanging around with mediocre people, you start changing your life. And sometimes it could be family members, man. They're the worst sometimes. Because you believe in them so much, you don't realize that they're mediocre people. Look at the state they've been in. They've been in a state of stagnation for a while. But you feel so comfortable, you don't want to get out of there. You're like, man, I love my brother, I love my sisters, but so I'm not going to move away from them. But moving away from them, that's what you need to grow. So when you associate yourself with mediocre people, you killing your dreams. You are killing your dreams when you associate yourself with mediocre people. Let's say you decide you have a project. All right? I want to give an example. You about to buy a building. And you about to buy the building, the mediocre people with you. They're with you in the beginning. And when it comes time to come up with the money, nobody has the money. And not only they don't have the money, and mediocre people start seeing what's wrong with the project. Oh my God, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're about to do. This is what everything that's going to be wrong. But nobody's saying, you know what? Let's find a way. Let's find a way to get it done. And every single one of the people around you telling you what they don't have. But focus on the fact that they don't have this, man. I don't have that kind of money. I'd had to pay my bills. Well, we all got to pay our bills. But mediocre people will convince you because of lack. Because they don't have things, that's why they don't do things. I don't believe that. I do not believe you don't do things because you don't have any. You don't do things because you don't create any. Because the moment you learn to create what you want, it will become reality. The universe has no choice but to give you what you want once you decide to create it. So if you keep associating yourself with mediocre people, you won't create your reality anymore. Because mediocre people, they are energy sappers. They sap your energy. They sap what you're creating, and then so make you could go back to them. And you come back to them, man. Yeah, we besties, man. We've been hanging around for so long, and we ride or die. Man, no, they're not your ride or die. They're killing you. Mediocre people are killers. They kill dreams. They kill passion. They kill aspiration. They kill your education. When you associate yourself with mediocre people, you will kill all of your aspirations. And you're going to stay in the same place. You got brothers and sisters who live in the same place right now. And one of them say, you know what? I have the passion to do this. But because of the other one, I don't want to move around. I don't want to move away. Man, get out the way. You're grown. But if you keep associating yourself with that mediocre person, you're not going to make a bold move. You're definitely not going to make a bold move because you keep associating yourself, you anchoring yourself to that mediocre person that you feel like, that's my sister. I got to have my sister's back. Well, your sister's not helping you move anywhere. That's my brother. Gotta have my brother's back. But your brother's just destroying your credit. So how can you keep associating yourself with mediocre people and expect to do better? Well, I want to go back to school, but I love my wife, but I can't leave the kids at home. Well, find somebody to just pay them to babysit for you. You know what I mean? I want to build that business, but you know what? I grew up with nothing, so I don't want to be a failure. Get out of the way. Get out of your way. Get out of the rut race mentality where you keep going and going, but not going anywhere. So, in order for you to grow, you're going to have to stop associating yourself with mediocre people. And then sometimes you might even have a relationship. And that relationship, you know what? Every time you go to work, this person's like, man, I don't see why you're going to work, babe. I don't see what you're going to work for. This is what you're not getting paid. Well, you're getting paid, it's just not enough. Well, then they come back and say, I love you so much, man. Every time you go to work, I feel like, you should be home with me, Yes, but we're not going to be able to pay our bills. So you will believe that person, you stay home with them. Then now you have an eviction note on your door. And you're like, oh, man, I should have gone to work. Then you've done it 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4th time, and you said to yourself, But until you learn to cut those mediocre people out of your life, you will not become what you were born to be. To become the person you were born to be, you're going to have to get rid of mediocre people. Mediocre people are dead weights. Mediocre people are people who will ruin your life. They will ruin your aspiration. They will stop you from going to school. Mediocre people will stop you from achieving anything. And I bet you it could be your mom, dad, brothers, sisters, friends, family, schools. Or believe it or not, schools could be a mediocre place for you. You see, the thing about you were born with a talent that is you. You have to recognize that. You were born with a gift. You came to this planet called Earth with a gift. Yes, I'm saying it. You came to this planet called Earth with a gift. All you got to do is unwrap that gift. But stop believing the mediocre ideas. Start believing with mediocre people. Stop associating yourself with mediocre organization that's going to slow you down and push you down and say, well, you got to go through this, you got to do that. But deep inside of your head, you're like, man, I know what you're teaching me. I've already known it. Just all you got to do is get practicing. No, you're going to have to, you start believing in them. Listen, man, don't believe in these people. They're not helping you. They're keeping you down. I'm being real. Don't listen to them. They're going to tell you, man, this person did this person did that. Oh, man, this student did this. You could be in a school. That school is taking you down. That school is not helping you. Get out. Find a place where you can be yourself. Find a place where you can nurture your dreams and your aspirations. Marry people. Be with people who's going to elevate you. Stop being with mediocre people and expect love to pay your bills. Love ain't going to pay your bills. Friendship ain't going to pay your bills. Alma mater's not going to pay your bills. Organization's not going to pay your bills. The only thing that's going to pay your bills is you. And the only person who can nurture your passion, your aspiration is you. If you keep associating yourself with mediocre people, mediocre organizations, mediocre schools, mediocre friends, mediocre family, mediocre mindset, you will never become anything in your life. You will never become anything in your life as long as you keep associating yourself with mediocre life. If the lives around you are mediocre, you can never become anything more than them because you cannot grow past your environment. Unless you learn to break the roof, don't break the ceiling because you're still in the building. You got to pierce through the roof and bust that thing open. Because, yes, people say you can break the ceiling, but are you still in that building? You will only grow as big as that building is because the building is designed to keep you in the box. So you're going to have to crack that roof open. See, the thing about the growth, if you look at it in the forest, the toughest and the biggest trees are the trees who are willing to pierce through the All this maze of trees, they pierce through and see to look at the sun. Yes. Because the moment you break away from mediocre people, now you can see the light. Now the light will start shining on you. Then they're going to say, man, we used to hang out together. Man, I know this cat, man. I know this man. I know this brother. Yeah, I know this fella. Yeah, I know the sister. I know her. She's good people. Man, I can't believe this, man. I was right there with her. I was right there with him. Oh, my God. Whoa, I'm impressed. But when you were hanging around with them, he couldn't become anything because you believed in their mediocre ways. And you feel like, man, if all you do is smoke or do whatever you want to do to waste your time and not creating anything with every freaking second that you have, and you go come back and say, man, you know, I had everything in this world, man. I had all the opportunities in this world. And I'm sure there are men and women right now. At a certain age, you had all the opportunities in the world, but you didn't do anything with it. I've been there. And you feel like, man, it's going to be here forever. No, it's not going to be here forever. You can create it again, but it ain't going to be the same. What you could do at 19, 20, 21 is not the same you can do at 48, my man. No. Opportunities that came your way at 19, 20, 21, and up to 30, it is not the same you're going to have when you're in your 40s. No, you work hard, man. I'm being real. I'm an example. You work a lot harder to make things happen. Imagine all this thing. You're at your prime. You could drive. You could do everything. And boom, life hits you, boom, because you don't listen. Because you're associating yourself with mediocre people. And boom, you get injured. You got injured and now, boom, you don't know what to do. You can't ride.